everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to solve one of the SQL interview question which is asked in a 10 out of 4 interview procedures. So let's start this question. Okay, and also at the end of the video, I'm going to give some tricky questions on this. So please watch this video till end. The question is write a SQL query to retrieve a complete list of all employees along their manager's name. So they have given a employee table. In an employee tables, we have a 3-column employee ID, employee name, and the manager's ID. Now we need to find the complete list of all employees along with their direct manager's name. So if you see employee ID 1 Alice don't have any manager's ID. So we don't have any managers, so no managers. But if you see Bob and Charlie have a manager ID 1, so it is belong to a Alice. And if you see 4 and the 5, David and the Eva have a manager's ID 2, that is nothing but the Bob. Bob is the managers of David and the Eva. And if you see Frank and Grace have a manager's ID 4, so David is the managers of we can say Grace and Frank. So we need to find this type of the output. So let's start with the solutions. So let's select star from which table, employee table. So I'm going to use the employee tables. Like I'm going to use the self join first. Self join in the same tables we are joining. So employee one table, select the A tables as the employee's perspective and a B tables as a manager's perspective. For example, if you see A tables, this is the consider as a table. Consider as a table manager ID, and if you and we are taking the B table as a manager perspective. So let's first join using the lab join condition. So why we are taking the lab join? Because we want all the employees name, or you can say employees ID from the lab table. We don't want to remove any of the employee name uh, from the employees table. That's why we are taking the lab join, and I'm going to join with the employee as a manager's perspective. So if you see employee table is manager's ID and a table B which is the manager's perspective employee ID. So I'm going to join the condition. First, what we need, which column we need, a dot employee. Okay, a dot employee ID need, and also what we need, a dot employee name, we can say. And in from the managers table, what we need, only manager's name. Okay, what we need, only manager's name. So m dot employee ID, m dot employee name, I can say. Why I'm not getting intelligence, that I need to check. Okay, because we haven't given the join condition. On which join conditions we are going to solve this question? Which join conditions we are going to join the employee tables with the manager's perspective tables using. So I'm going to use table A manager's ID to a table B's employee ID. So I will get that manager's name from the second table. So because table A managers, sorry, A table's manager's ID is the B table's employee ID, because it's the managers also employee in an employee table. So I'm going to use A dot manager's ID is equal to B dot A dot managers ID and M dot employee ID. M dot employee ID, EMP ID, and also let's EMP name M lab join on conditions we have given. So let's run this query. Let's run this query and see what we are getting. We are getting employee ID, column name employee ID, Okay, this call, I think we have missed these tables. Okay, now let's run the query once again. See, now if you see, we got the employee ID and the manager's ID also. Let's do a order by EMP ID. And but if you see that the employee name, this employee as the managers, this is the managers. I'm giving the alias the name as manager's name. Run the query once again. So we found the manager. Alice don't have any manager. Bob and Charlie have a CEO. Okay, Alice as a manager. David and the Eva employee have a Bob as a manager. This Bob is the VP. So now, but if you see, we need to handle the null values also. For handling the null value, I'm going to use the college function. College function. So college function basically what does, if the value is the null, then I'm going to give as a no managers. Okay, no managers as a, what does college function do? College function basically select the first not null value. If we give in a college function four column name, it will select the first. If the first column has a not null value, second column has a not null value, then it will go to a third column. If the third column has a null value, it will go to a fourth column. If fourth column has a null value, it will give a fifth column. And all these columns have a null value, then it will take a default value, that is the no managers value we are taking. So let's run the query once again. Okay, this is the output we are getting. The proper output we can see, like the employee name and the employee belong to which managers. So, and also at the start of the video I have mentioned we are going to solve the tricky question. Two tricky questions. First question is, what if I have replaced the left join with the inner join, then what output we will get? And the second thing is, can we use another function, SQL function, to handle the null value except college functions? So if you have that answers, you can write down in a comment box. Hope that makes sense. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Drop any questions you have in the comments below, and please show some love by hitting the like button. Thank you.